I declare this congregation open. Good afternoon. My name is Alistair Burt. I'm the Pro-Chancellor of the University. And so to members of the University, guests, and especially all of you graduating today, it's an enormous pleasure to be able to welcome you on what is a very special occasion. We're thrilled to be able to have this celebration, and it feels particularly special to be here to mark your achievements. It's not been an easy time to be a student in recent years. We're still working through the consequences of COVID, with its impact on individuals and institutions, and some will remember the disruption to university and the college life you might have expected on arrival here a few years ago. Lancaster University is also no island immune from domestic or international politics, nor market forces, nor government pressures. So we have endured also the buffeting of those events which affect how higher education is seen and experienced. They are continuing to do so. The university is acutely conscious of such pressures upon our students, our academic and professional staff from all these different directions, and we will continue to do all we can to mitigate them. You have come through so much, so today is undoubtedly about you. We're very aware that you may have had to overcome unprecedented challenges of your own to complete your degree. Your graduation is a testament to your own resilience and determination, and of course, the support from your tutors, families and friends who I know will be feeling justifiably proud of you all today. We are here to celebrate the achievements of our students from Pendle College. I should also like to make special mention of our Chancellor's Medal winner Edward Davis and Alumni Award winner Philip Long, about whom we will hear more later. I'm very pleased to welcome you all to today's ceremony. Degree ceremonies, while formal occasions, are events to be enjoyed. So I would encourage you to applaud our graduates enthusiastically at appropriate times during the ceremony. Let me be perfectly clear about what I've just told you. You are entitled to make a noise. This is a day of celebration, and I dare say for some of you it will extend well into the night. To friends and families in particular, think of what you have all been through to get them here. If that isn't worth a whoop, I don't know what is. There are no easy degrees at Lancaster. Every single one has to be earned through commitment, dedication, and sheer hard work. So today we celebrate the fact that each of you has proven that you not only have the intelligence, but also the resilience and determination to rise to a challenge. Graduation ceremonies recognise the significant commitment that you have given to your studies and chosen field. The steps taken across this stage are symbolic of the hard work you've put in and the exciting new opportunities that lie ahead. And just a word about that. Enjoy your walk. Don't hurry. Some of you will come back and you'll walk across this stage again. Others will not. So for the opportunity that you have here, it's your moment. So there's no hurry from us. Take your time and enjoy that walk. Today marks the end of an era, but also a new beginning. As alumni of Lancaster University, you're joining a community of thousands of Lancaster graduates from virtually every country in the world, a network which we hope will provide support, advice and friendship throughout your lives. Please do keep in touch, and that's not a throwaway comment. We really mean it. It will matter to you in years to come. Look around you now at the people you're sitting with. Who will you cross the world to meet up with in 50 years' time? Because you will. I was at university a long time ago, 50 years back, I still would go anywhere in order to meet my friends. Our students and graduates are amongst our finest ambassadors. Our alumni and career networks will support you forever, and you will be a valuable part of them. Our hope is that wherever your future takes you, you will continue to represent your alma mater by becoming engaged in your local communities, helping us to build our reputation as a world-leading institution and changing the world for the better. When and where will we hear about you again? Because we will. While you're doing that, we will be working hard to keep up our end of the bargain and secure the enduring value of the qualification you've completed. Let me touch just briefly on why Lancaster University is and will remain a continually strong calling card for you in your years and careers beyond here. We're ranked in the top 12 across all 3 major league tables in the United Kingdom, including in the top 10 in the latest Complete University Guide 2026 out of over 130 universities in our country. Results from Lancaster's Economic and Social Impact Report demonstrate the incredible impact of our university. Our annual impact on the UK economy is £2 billion, and studies continue to make clear that graduate earnings show an advantage over non-graduate financial reward. We're working hard to make our university more sustainable, with a giant wind turbine and a planned solar farm, and one of the highest producers of renewable energy out of all UK universities. Beyond that, our community is committed to tackling the climate emergency by embedding sustainability into all areas of university life. Many of our academics work on globally significant sustainability projects, and our curriculum continues to centre teaching around current events and the ever-changing landscape we live in. In 2024, we were ranked first in the world for sustainability governance. Lancaster, as a civic university, has a firm commitment to our city and region. From the doctors in our hospitals to the energy and innovation of our spin-out companies, Lancaster University makes a huge impact. We're proud to be part of the team that's bringing the Eden Project to Morecambe and developing the Morecambe Bay curriculum, a unique curriculum designed to equip children and young people with the skills to look after themselves and the planet. Our excellence is revealed right across the disciplinary mix and enables us to bring our research communities together to deliver answers to complex questions. Lancaster's strengths in research, teaching and investment in the student experience reflect our enduring commitment to all. Lancaster is and will remain a university that's open to the world. We have a network of overseas campuses in China, Germany, Ghana, Malaysia and Indonesia, in addition to our regional partnerships in the UK. Our campuses form a key part of our global community, with 1/3 of our undergraduate students studying overseas, supported with a strong mobility programme to equip our graduates to become truly global citizens. There are now more than 8,000 students studying for a Lancaster degree outside the UK. Here in Lancaster, we're particularly proud of the fact that we welcome students from more than 140 countries, and our staff come from all countries of the world, including Yorkshire. We're open-minded here. The rich diversity here on campus not only brings huge benefits educationally, but prepares all our students for life in an increasingly global and connected society. But finally, let me return to you again. Success, in whatever form it takes, is inherently about people. Behind each successful individual is a team of family, friends and colleagues working together to help us achieve our dreams and aspirations. On this special day, we should take a moment to recognise the contribution they have made. Their support and encouragement has, I'm sure, made a real difference at vital moments over the past few years. It's wonderful that so many of your friends and family can be here with us today. So let's show our appreciation of each other and those who have helped you get here. So today you join a special community. Ours is a community that expresses the very best of today's world. High achievers, great thinkers, top leaders, People who are making a difference in communities, local and global, in industry and in charity, in private companies and the public services. You come from different backgrounds, but will end up living and working in very different locations. But in the end, you are part of a community all bound together by your common history here. So when you leave here, you will take something of Lancaster with you. Memories, of course, the friends you've made, the tutors you've met, the knowledge you've gained, what you've learned from your studies. But above all, what we hope you take away from Lancaster is what you've learned about yourselves, that if you persevere, it pays off, that if you follow your dreams, you can achieve great things. You don't need me to tell you that the world you're entering into is challenging in every respect. You have not been equipped here to make do, to see what needs change and leave it to others, to go about your life quietly and inoffensively. You've been encouraged to think for yourselves, to believe in your own judgments, to challenge what you know can be done better in whatever field you will grace. Just what is it you're going to do with your one wild and precious life? We here cannot wait to find out. It's one of life's ironies, of which there are many, that the apex of one achievement is, at the same moment, only the platform for the next. Each of you has proved that you have what it takes to make a success of life. If you persevere, it pays off. If you follow your dreams, you can rise to a higher level. So, be of good courage, and in the world in which you're entering, remember, above all, to do what you can with what you've got where you are. Do what you can with what you've got where you are. Congratulations once again. We wish you all the very best for the future, whatever path you choose to take, and we will hear of you again. Thank you very much.
Please, may all Pendle College graduates who have completed the following degrees stand if they're able to do so. Bachelor of Arts. Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of Pendle College who are worthy to receive first degrees of the university. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Benedict Dundas Allen. Madalena Alinka Amahesa. Rachel Joy Armour. Cleo Georgia Aspinall. Zoe Amanda Baker. Ryan James Bancroft. Darcy Annabella Mitchell Barker. Joshua Paul Basford. Lily Florence Eve Beckley. Charlotte Elizabeth Bennett. Ethan Paul Blundell. Daria Bogliabova. Jessica Ellen Cowie. Arabella Eve Bramley. Lily Annie Cherry Caprioli. Eve Marie Coop. Grace Rose Cook. William Shane Couray. Emily Elizabeth Linda Craig. Lena Grace Dacker. Ethan James Daniels. Stephen John Davey. Eve Dearlove. Charlotte Mary Dent. Alfred Christian DeMoney Gardner. Frank Myers Donnellan. Alexander Edward Dry. Ethan Fairweather. Sebastian Julian Finn. Thomas Saul Flint. Bex Esther Keith Fulsham. Imogen Jane Fresnaday. Abigail Glasper. Christopher William Godwin. Amelia Isabel Gordon. Molly May Mackie Gorman. Abigail Winifred Croucher Gray. Thomas James Harding. Edward Davis. Catherine Amy Harris. Elizabeth Florence Harwood. Rosie May Hepworth. Casey Jean Holliday. Yuhan Hong. Peter Douglas Howard. Beldon Huang. Lexi Martine Joyce. Dennis William Kay. Olivia Faith Killaway. Emma Elizabeth Lansdowne. Eleanor May Lee. Kirsty Shona Lambert. Yihan Lee. Brianny Asher Livesey. James Edward Lowens. Eva Marsden. Daniel David Marsh. Ebony Baptina Marville. Fatima Mathieu. William Gregory John Moon. Elise Moore. Gilmaro Morodo Slobodiano. Saliha Anish Munshi. Thomas Oliver Newman. Ki Min Ng. Katie Elizabeth Nicholson. Kieran Payne. Jasmine Mayer Patel Skelding. Mark Stephen Layson Permison. Rachel Rose Pickup. Georgia Ann Platt. J. Pratt Walters. Oscar David Roberts. Emily Charlotte Robinson. Sophie Louise Spalding. Miriam Jane Stewart. Miriam Joy Stobart. Erin Thelma Strom. Lucy Elizabeth McCulloch Tabera. Christina Michelle Tancock. Branwyn Anise Vaughan. John David Whittaker. Chloe Louise Williams. Francis Louise Williams. Ted Elliott Williams. Fraser George Wilmot. Katie Louise Wilson Ellis. Jade Natasha Wisby. Erin Mayer Wishart. Chuk Yo Amanda Wong. Lachlan Shaney Wright. Yo-Yo Wu. Ze Yu Ye. Please may all Pendle College graduates who have completed the following degrees stand if they're able to do so. Bachelor of Arts.
By my authority as Pro-Chancellor, I confer upon these members of Pendle College the degrees for which they have been presented. Many congratulations.
Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Philip Long for the award of Outstanding Alumnus of the Year. Philip is a distinguished member of an alumni community which numbers over 180,000 members across the globe. As we recognise his achievements through this award, we also acknowledge and celebrate the wider successes of all Lancaster graduates and the important part they continue to play in the life of our university. Philip Long is an internationally respected and award-winning leader in museums, heritage and design history, and currently serves as the Chief Executive of the National Trust for Scotland, a role he has held since 2020. A member of Pendle College, Philip completed a degree in the visual arts in 1987. During his time as a student, he helped to hang new shows in the Scott Gallery on campus, not knowing then that he was taking the nascent steps in a stellar career that has been built on rigorous academic research, combined with hands-on experience of creativity across a range of different art forms and techniques. After graduation, Philip returned home to Scotland to think about next steps. He soon realised that his degree's multidisciplinary approach provided the perfect preparation for the broad requirements of museum and gallery work. He applied and was accepted to be part of the first intake of Essex University's Masters in Museum and Gallery Studies. Following his successful completion of this degree, Philip became Assistant Director at the Fine Arts Society. He was then taken on as a research assistant at the Scottish National Gallery of Modern Art, before being appointed Special Project Advisor to the trustees of the National Galleries of Scotland for the development of a National Gallery of Scottish Art and Design. Philip rose to be Senior Curator at the National Galleries of Scotland, and it was during this time that he developed his academic specialisation in historic and contemporary Scottish and wider British art and design, on which he has curated many exhibitions and written widely. In 2011, Philip was chosen as the founding director of V&A Dundee, an international museum with a mission to enrich people's lives through the understanding of the designed world, its heritage, and its role in our future. The museum flourished under his leadership, receiving global acclaim, including recognition by Time magazine in 2019, the year of the museum's opening, as one of the world's 100 greatest places to visit. That it welcomed its 1 millionth visitor just 500 days after opening suggests that many people would agree with that view. Following his success at V&A Dundee, few if any people were surprised by Philip's appointment to his current role with the National Trust for Scotland. His formidable knowledge of collections and exhibitions, combined with a global reputation as an expert in art and design, gave him powerful credentials for this important position. Under his leadership, the Trust has thrived in its multiple missions to protect, preserve, interpret and celebrate every aspect of Scotland's rich historical heritage. Philip's influence has stretched far beyond the Scottish border, and his international work has included the curation of Scotland's presentation at the Venice Biennale in 2007, responsibility for the UK presentation at the Milan Design Triennale in 2016, and advising museums and government agencies on the development of new cultural and heritage organisations. His successful leadership in public sector organisations has been recognised in a number of ways, including election to the Royal Society of Edinburgh in 2019 and the award of an OBE in 2020 for services to culture and heritage. Philip is also an honorary professor of the University of Dundee, an honorary research fellow of St Andrews University, a member of the British Council's Art and Creative Economy Committee, and a board member of Creative Scotland. Philip Long's achievements should act as a reminder of the success that is possible with commitment and dedication. Our world faces many challenges, far more indeed than when each of you arrived at Lancaster. When you leave here today, you will have the chance to make a real difference by putting the things you've learned to good use. Whatever path you choose, whatever opportunities and obstacles you face, please take inspiration from Philip and many other alumni like him and be the best that you can be for yourselves, your families, and the wider communities in which you live and work. Pro-Chancellor, it is my honour to present Philip Long for the award of Outstanding Alumnus of the Year.
Pro-Chancellor, fellow members of the university, honoured guests, and most importantly, graduates, thank you very much indeed for these kind words. I am absolutely thrilled to receive this award. I came to Lancaster some 40 years ago. That was in 1984, just 20 years after the university was founded. And so it's rather shocking to realise that a far greater time has passed to today. Receiving this award means that I get to look back, share some thoughts with you, and especially, and most importantly, congratulate you on your achievement. But back to the 1980s, I left school very keen on following a career in art, but I didn't really know how or what, and so I felt lucky to win a place on the visual arts degree here at Lancaster. That was such an exciting prospect. It wasn't the traditional fine art degree in most universities at that time. Instead, here there was a complete immersion in the importance of creativity across so many areas and throughout life. I found myself designing a Walkman, that was new then, making sculpture with a school group when I learned far more about myself than making art, developing photographs I'd taken of Morecambe's rich life, organising exhibitions for the university gallery, painting, sculpting, you name it, I had a go. Here, I could get stuck into what had begun to seriously interest me, but which before I came here seemed like a bewildering world that I had no idea how to make my way in. And, of course, especially important were the friends I made, who all seemed far more talented and cooler, but who were, I expect, as nervous as I was at this first adventure away from home. We were all passionate about why we'd come, and all learned, I'm sure, a great deal from each other, in and out of the seminar rooms, especially around the pool table, in the pubs, going to see all the bands that the university brought here, in this hall, and in the Sugar House. Is that still going? I certainly hope so. I can just about remember the nights there. It all seemed to be over pretty quickly, but as I look back, I realised how much my time here gave me, as well as my degree, of course. I began to learn, but perhaps only realised later, that hard work is good fun and rewarding, the vital importance of following passions in life into a career, and that the expertise and experience I most respect to this day is from those who don't impose their view on you, but say instead there's still much that they do not know, and they're excited about finding out more. That was my experience at Lancaster University, and while I'm quite sure, in fact I'm very certain, that I was not always as hardworking as I should have been, what I realise now in looking back is that a thirst to find out, so important for all of life ahead, is instilled in places like this. I'm very grateful to Lancaster University for that, and for all the opportunities I was given here, which have helped me ever since in all sorts of surprising ways. As Mr. Frigel has kindly told you, I've been fortunate to work in the arts and heritage throughout my career. And I think one of the most fascinating things about our culture, our arts, and our heritage is that it can be understood both as a thing, a painting, a historic building, a precious and rare object, and also as a means of expression and of infinite interpretation that changes through time and differing attitudes. What do I mean by that? Well, a Van Gogh painting shows a landscape, but its greater importance is the way his creation really is something deeply personal about that artist's circumstances and search for purpose. A historic building might be of great appearance, but being told the story of different lives lived there may resonate all the more strongly as we try to understand past ways and beliefs, some of which may seem so inexplicable now. A fine engraved glass from 18th century Scotland during the Jacobite Rebellion might on the surface be a pretty and a fragile ornament, but to understand owning one at the time of its making showed a loyalty to a cause that was treasonous to the British government, reminds us artistic creativity has been put to the purposes of protest for centuries. Finding time to go to a concert, visit a historic place, learn from another culture, see a great artist's work, to read, to walk in beautiful countryside, can be so difficult in our frenetic lives. Societal and political attitudes can also prejudice the arts and culture as non-essential. For example, for local authorities throughout the UK, there is no statutory requirement to fund culture, although investing in culture and getting involved with caring for our heritage is proven to bring so many benefits to community, to place, to our economy, and especially to people's lives. Many of you here will have begun your time at university as we left behind the hardest period of the pandemic. For many, the consequences of that have been very difficult indeed. And I'm sure for those graduating here today who came directly from school, that experience then in your final years must have been uncertain and at times distressing. And we certainly all experienced a loss of liberty that was confusing and disorientating. For me, building and opening a new museum, V&A Dundee, was hard, but I'd never anticipated that further unimaginable challenge caused by the pandemic of having to close its doors as one of my final tasks before moving on to the role I now have with the National Trust for Scotland. This cares for and makes available to all so much of the country's precious heritage. But when I began at the Trust, all 110 of its places were closed. And throughout the country at the same time, our museums, our galleries, our concert halls, historic sites, cinemas were all in the same predicament. And with that, our towns and cities felt bereft, one-dimensional. And with that, it was possible to see that what we'd always taken for granted, these places where we meet, have fun, learn, be inspired, must not be taken for granted and need to be supported to take care of our cultural and creative heritage so we can always learn from it. They are, after all, places where we can find out about the importance of human creativity's vital role in solving human problems, challenges you will all face in our lives ahead. Thankfully, these places reopened and are doing wonderful things, but they've had a long, hard road back to recovery. So if I can ask all of you to do one thing after this celebration today, then it would be to go to one of our museums, our galleries, our concert halls, our historic places in the coming days and weeks, helping them continue, helping us all to better understand and enjoy and be inspired by the world we inherit and pass on. And with that, I'd like to finish with a few brief thanks to the university for this award, which I'm very proud to receive, and I look forward to being involved in the life of the university well into the future. To my wife, Annie, for everything really. To my parents, there are many parents and family members here today, and I expect many like mine have done a great deal to help you all get to this wonderful moment. My parents certainly did, and while my mother is no longer with us, she and my father were here in this hall to see me graduate almost 40 years ago, and I'm sure today would have been a very proud moment for her, as I hope it is for all of you. Thank you. Congratulations once again to you all, and very best wishes for your future.
Please may all Pendle College graduates who have completed the following degrees stand if they're able to do so. Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Laws. Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of Pendle College who are worthy to receive first degrees of the university. for the award of Bachelor of Science, Michael Andreas Athanasio. Rafael Lorenzo Ageno. Adnan Ahmed. Lydia Eve Ahmed. Omar Abdullah Youssef Al-Zayubi. Pablo Alguera Bradshaw. Oluwatomisin Hannah Ali. Marco Amoris Marilla. Shurya Aurora. Caleb Joseph Ashurst. Ao Zihei. Malachi James Ayres. Ryan bin Azar. Rebecca Lee Caldwell. Noor Azumatul Azira binti Azmi. Khalid Babu. Sophia Burris. Olivia Ashley Callis. Joshua Albert Catherine. Huiyin Ethan Cheng. Jasper Choi. Tom Cook. Sergei Kreto. Changling Kaur. Liam Glenn Davenport Miller. Matthew John Dean. Thomas Oliver Donnellan. Lottie Lily Mae Edwards. Joe Alexandra Fernandez Timmins. Clara Florocca. David Anthony Freshwater. Sharanka Gandhan. Arya Ketan Ganu. Murtaza Mustafa Giwala. Marissa Gigi. Christine Goldsmith. Zachary Luke Gray. Sophia Gregorieva. Elliot Lewis Groombridge. Han Senbei. Kathy He. Adam Edwards Hayes. Yongeng Hu. Yue Hu. Thomas Ian Hudson. Alana Yilang Hung Tang. Alexander Ross Incaster. Alia Isap. Jamie John Hunt. Krishma Tomasz Yashka. Millie Jennifer Jar. Alexander James Jones. Emma Jessica Jones. George Robert Liggett. Medina Kedoyatova. Selena de Grace Kinkola. Anish Kotomasu. Vakez Kuganesan. Kwan Heiwan. Ian Kin Yao Lee. Harriet Daisy Leslie Miller. Chi Chun Liao. Rochelle Lok Yu Liu. Lao Xin Chou. Jiaozu Liao. Hannah Ruth Lomas. Isaac Kit Ming Liu. Joseph Andrew Lund. Myra Marissa Maroff. Emily Lara Malin. Matthew Christopher Mangle. Ethan James Marchmont. Molly Ann McGrail. Omar Iskander American. William Miao. Leo James Mistry. John William Mordyke. Zanul Abdin Mohammed. Ellen Elizabeth Ogard Moyer. Oliver Thomas Morley. Naria Raposa Mosa. Sabrina Musiya. Ibrahim Sadiq Natha. Veronica Yi Ung. Ibrahim Noor Eden. Callum Patrick O'Day. Joshua Omobalaji Olofuwabi. Kate Leanne Overend. Ahmed Owais. Nana Owusu. Joya Pan. Shiv Dharminder Parek. Marcus Edward Pitfield. Lorenzo Prietti Maloney. Raluca Maria Pushkashu. Enes Rebuat. Rion Vincent Rebel. Nori Nafisa Chan Binti Redzwan. Daniel Harrison Rigby. Poppy Hope Dorothy Sadler. Yasmin Madir Said. Aisha Saleh. Kaveen Dulain Samarasina. Shivani Safiyalingam. Annika Schutze. Emma Jane Scott. Lena Sell. Cindy Shahinaj. Mohammed Irfan Sohal. Eric Jan Strazelecki. Niran Sugamaran. Shuk In Sun. Ray Zhu Soon. Chikai Soon. Mohammed Yazin Sunil. Christina Talakina. Rachel Zoe Tian. Sophie Margaret Templey. Vashil Trevanov Todorov. Shuk Hin Enki Sti. Adil Omerji. Harry Mark William Walker. James Alexander Walker. Hikzuan Wan. Edith Warren. Lewis David Whitney. Alex Edward Willison. Caitlin Lokting Wong. Wing Sin Wong. Yanni Wu. Haohan Yuan. Regina Zakizinianova. For the degree, For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Muqaddis Ibra. Please, may all Pendle College graduates who have completed the following degrees stand if they're able to do so. Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Laws.
They haven't actually got anything yet, so could you stand again? By my authority as Pro-Chancellor, I confer upon these members of Pendle College the degrees for which they have been presented. Many congratulations.
Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present Edward Davis, who is eligible to receive the Chancellor's Medal for exceptional merit in their programme of study.
That brings the afternoon to a close, or it will do in a moment. Just to say a very warm thank you again to all of you for being here. For those of you who chose to study here at Lancaster, for all you who entrusted these young people with us for their future, to the wonderful people behind me who contribute so much to everything that they've already done and will go on to do, to our wonderful signer, to the colleagues who read out the names today, to our musicians. We've had a great afternoon already. A warm thank you to Philip for your address. Much appreciated and will be remembered by colleagues here. And I think we've all had a very good time. Please enjoy the rest of the day and everything that the evening has to offer here. But again, thank you very much for being here. Never give a Pro-Chancellor too much applause. They'll find something else to say and go ahead. But I think we all did very well on the podium. Nobody lost their mortarboard as they walked across. So I think everybody did very well. And I think a number of graduates really did enjoy the walk across as well. For those who got photographs, my agent will be in touch later in order to arrange an appropriate fee. But it's been wonderful that you've all enjoyed it so much. I now declare closed this congregation of the University of Lancaster. Long may our university prosper.
you.